Good morning guys, and welcome to a new little series of our walks and talks where we go on a hike and talk everything self-development, as I have been on one hell of a journey myself, and if this can help someone else then that would be my goal achieved. And although I'm no expert, I have been through it, so even if I've got like a tip here and there, like, it may help, you know what I mean? Today we are going to be talking how to be happy single. I'm not gonna lie, I smash it, and this is coming from someone who used to crave male validation, used to spend hours on dating apps, and used to just need to be in a relationship. And here I am today, 37 years of age, so happy and single. And don't get me wrong, it's taken me a long time to get to this point, but that's what I want to share with you, how I got to this point. So let's get walking, let's go and find a little perch, and we'll make a coffee and I'll get into it. Hey dear. Woo! I did not just wake up one day happy. If only that was the case. But trust me, it's so worth it, because I can honestly say I think this is the happiest I've ever been in my whole life. I think I can see a cheeky little spot for a cuppa. So I'm going to keep it short and sweet and keep it as light-hearted as possible, because I don't actually want to go too deep. However, it is a deep subject. So let's just flash back to my previous relationship history. We are conditioned from such a young age that we are to find a partner and live happily ever after. Like, look at all the Disney films, finding our Prince Charming and everything being a fairy tale. I got news for you. It's not like that in real life. But do you know what I mean? From such a young age, we are conditioned to think that, to believe that. Anyway, when I got to the age of like 20, I started to like kind of just give up with boys and focus on myself. And then I met a really nice guy, and I was in a relationship with him for 5 years, who you've seen on my YouTube. Split up with him, the best terms possible, and moved on to someone else. I should have probably just taken that time to be single. However, I went back into another relationship. It was after him where it all went wrong. So that's 6 years ago when I split up with him. For like 3 years, half of that time, I was on the dating apps. I was going on so many dates. I was literally settling for the bare minimum, and I was doing the most as well. Like, it would be me that would be like driving to pick them up, to take them on a date, to pay for their dinner. Like, screams desperate. However, in the past 2 or 3 years, I have done so much work on myself, and I can now positively say I am such a content human. And I'm going to tell you right now, like, it is okay to be single, and actually it is actually a blessing. You need to be taking this opportunity to go and do what you need to do for you, and then settle down later on in life. Like, don't be rushing into things, because there is no rush. There really is no rush. What's the rush? So if you are single and you are struggling, here's my tips today. I will do a whole nother video on self-love and how to love yourself. But if you're really craving that relationship, be that relationship, run yourself a bath, buy yourself the underwear, cook yourself a nice dinner, start loving yourself the way you want to be loved, and you pretty soon realise that actually you can love yourself a lot better than most people ever have, and it becomes so enjoyable. Honestly, it does take time, like I said, but it becomes so enjoyable. When it gets to the evening now, I love it. Like, I cook myself steak every night. Another thing, enjoy the peace. Now, I look back and I get embarrassed. I'll probably go red right now thinking about it, but I used to tell people my dating dramas all the time. What was I doing? I was like their soap opera, and now it is so peaceful. There's literally no drama, no DMs, no nothing. I don't talk to my friends about any of that, because there's nothing to talk about, and it is so nice. It is so nice. And in the beginning it's going to be uncomfortable, but get comfortable with getting uncomfortable, because it is worth it, I promise you. 3, date yourself. Now, this one's a hard one, because no one really likes to go out by themselves, and it is, again, uncomfortable in the beginning, but get used to it and just try it. Don't have to wait for people to go somewhere. Just take yourself, whether that be the cinema, whether that be Nando's, whether that be a walk like today. Don't wait for anyone, just go and do it. And when you're doing stuff like that, you're really going to start to get to know yourself. And when you get to know yourself, that creates self-love. Number 4, have a goal. Have a project and get so focused on it that you haven't even got time to think about a boyfriend or relationships. And this can be as little or as big as anything, whether that's a new career, getting in your best shape, or a new business. I don't know, like just get something, get stuck into it, and that is your priority. That is what's going to pay your bills, that is what's going to give you happiness, that is what's going to give you something to wake up for every morning. Because let me tell you now, I spent years not prioritising my goals and putting boys who I didn't even know up there. What was I doing? Don't make my mistakes, guys, don't do it. Learn from me, honestly. That's why I wanted to do these YouTube videos, is because, like I said, I'm no expert, but life experience. So, number, I don't know, 5, I don't know where we are. Number 5, enjoy meeting new people. Now, I don't mean on a dating basis, I mean just in general. I was dating someone once where I wasn't really allowed to meet new people. I was kind of confined, and there's people in my life today that I would never have met if I was still in that, if I had like made a relationship with that person. And it makes me think, like, I am so grateful for all the people that I've met in the last few years. They are truly special, and I'm not like I said, not in a relationship status, but just friends, real good friends, and I would never have met them. So take that opportunity while you're single to make those special connections with people. Like, you can meet so many people, talk to people, smile at people, say hello, really take in everything that's around you. Number 6, don't settle. I'm going to share a little secret with you actually. I split up with my first boyfriend. I saw so many people just settling and they looked so miserable. And they just didn't look happy. And I could see if me and him carried on the way we were going, I would end up like that. And I just thought, I don't want that for me. I really don't want that for me. Like, don't get me wrong, there are people in happy relationships. I see that as well. But the way me and him were going, it was going down the kind of like settling. Just settling. I think it is really important, if you are in a relationship and you're not happy, to either talk with each other and try and make it work, which we did for a year before we split up, or go your separate ways and just accept that you've ran your course and now it's time to go on to a new journey. And there's literally nothing wrong with that. I feel like there's such pressure to have to stay together. I just don't think anyone should settle, because life's too short. Life is so short. Anyway guys, I've ranted on so much and I cannot believe I've not got a coffee, but I really hope this video has helped. We're going to continue with the rest of the walk, but let me know in the comments what other kind of things you would like me to talk about on self-development, because let's face it, I was a hot mess, but now I'm living my best. So don't forget to subscribe. We're going to go and do these walks and talks on a regular. There will be many more adventures coming in the summer. Well, not even the summer. I'm going to try and get some done pretty soon. Now the weather's getting nicer. But let's get walking and see the rest of the day. Who knows? Who knows what the future holds? It's actually crazy. Let's go.